If you can't love this rock.
Do I wish maybe I had pieces that made
What?
people feel something, perhaps?
Sleepy, who got
Why is
banished?
the fish turned away?
They can see through anything with eyes. So the dog, cat, dog, all of them, they can see through.
How do
the
I get you
Oh
back
shit,
from
what
where you
happened?
come from?
How do you get me back?
How do I get you back from where you're coming from? You say you're from the earth, but you can walk through dreams.
I
don't know
don't.
that I need to go back.
I don't know what it is.
I could live with you in your house.
You can't live with me in my house.
Why not?
I have so many people living with me
How
right
you
now.
doing
How
today,
many?
Sleepy?
Uh-huh.
You would be my fourth.
That's not too many.
It's a
That's not
two-bedroom
too many.
and a guest house.
You have a guest house and
I
you're
have a guest
complaining
house.
about 4?
Okay, you know what? That's actually more than enough from you.
I
You're
won't-
not answering a single question in any succinct kind of manner.
If you're so mad at me, maybe I'll go back to the
Oh,
dreamland.
hell.
Okay, hold on. How about this? Question for question. I will ask you a question. If you answer correctly, then you can ask me a question. I promise I'll answer honestly. How about that? Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair to me.
Okay.
This has eyes.
Okay, hey, okay, all right.
That
That's
has
fine. Okay,
eyes.
are you ready?
Yes,
Here we
I'm
go.
ready.
All right, question number 1.
I dropped
How am
the
I going to
cigarette on my
die?
leg earlier and it's boiling
You're
up.
going to die
Last night, I mean.
when you are 95 years old.
I've
You're
been
going to step
sleepy.
out your front door, and there's going to be not a cloud in the sky.
Albert,
Yes.
you came and escaped from the dream realm. Okay, and it is time for our commercial break. We have Chomsky's
Cause some piece of
potato
shit
chips. The tastiest,
got me into them when I was a
chippiest,
kid.
most amazing chip in all of America.
Oh, when I was a kid when I was 18, but
So great, you'll have to eat the whole bag. How do you like them?
It's mostly my beers.
That's tasty. Albert, okay. Thank you so much. All right, Albert, that was one question from me. It seems like I'm not dying anytime soon, which means the reason that you're here in the first place seems a little bit null and void. You escaped from the dream realm in order to come and tell me
I
that I
didn't
was going
want
to
to
die
do weed
soon.
whenever
And then
I was
you
a
said
kid.
soon, being when
That
I'm
was-
95 years old. Yes, I suppose time is
I
relative.
wanted to be a goody
What was
goody
the urgency
two-shoes.
in this?
You could be 95 tomorrow.
I could be 95
That's the
tomorrow.
second question.
Okay, fine. Then you ask me a question, and then I'd like to ask a follow-up.
Okay. So, your 2 questions to me were, when am I going to die?
Yes.
Little rude.
How is
Little
that
rude.
rude?
That's a sad conversation.
You came in and
That's
said
a
I was
sad
going to die, so I think
conversation.
that's a natural follow-up.
Okay.
If I were to say, Albert, you're about to die,
Great.
what would your... No, that would not be your true response.
It hurts to be alive.
Well,
Yep.
okay. Ask your question.
Okay.
How you doing
Here's
today,
my
weed
question
man?
for you. Where does you go to the bathroom?
You want to know where the restroom is?
La-di-da. Where the restroom is. I'm not going to be doing a lot of resting there.
Okay.
That's
Now,
the first food I had in 30 years, and it's
First
ripping
food I
and
had
running
in
through.
30
Albert, if you take a
years.
left at the door, you can get to the bathroom.
Great.
Wait, Albert, okay. Well, maybe we do that after the show. How about that?
I feel sick.
Okay, well, this is
Feel
not going to be
sick.
going on much longer because we are going to have to send you back from wherever you've come from because we do have a physicist that it sounds like is somewhere in the building that needs to be interviewed.
I have physics. I know all about it.
It does sound like you do know some things about physics, but there is a physicist who we booked on the show today.
Great.
And I do not think that you're Dr. Gloria Staynord.
Dr. Gloria Steiner
Stainer.
is here.
Yeah, she's the physicist that we're interviewing after this.
She's in the building
She's
right
an
now.
award-winning physicist, and she's in the building, and we're interviewing her after this. Where are you going? No. It's just rocks, Albert.
The reason you're unhappy in your life is because it's always just rocks.
Oh, it's just
This
rocks to you, Vic.
couldn't exist without 1,000 years of the most beautiful turning of things that need not have happened but did. And if you can't love this rock, then you're never gonna love yourself. Dr. Gloria Staynord is a
It's
shadow monster.
How do you know that?
Because she ate my dad. You see, a lot of people walking around who can eat a dad in one bite?
No, I suppose you don't. See.
She looked like a person, and then she ate my dad in one bite. And I said, probably a shadow monster. Well, maybe you know
Probably a
more
shadow
about physics
monster.
than me.
Well, before you go find her, I have some rapid fire questions
Great.
that I'm supposed to ask you. Do you mind?
Go for it.
All right. Just gonna get my glasses. What is something you have always wanted to try?
Chip.
Mission accomplished. What is a song you cannot currently get out of your head?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Go, Mickey. Hey,
Oh,
Mickey.
I like that song, actually.
I wrote that.
You wrote
I
that?
wrote that.
Is this one of the rapid fire
That is
questions
not
or
one
a
of the rapid
different
fire.
one?
It's a different question. And I apologize. What is your pet peeve?
Shadow monster.
So to clarify, your biggest pet peeve is shadow monster.
When I have shadow monster, it's like, not again.
Albert, did you just put a handful of chips in your coffee?
You want it?
I do not.
What?
Have one.
Oh, it's empty. Yeah, I'll take one. No, there's still a lot of coffee on that.
The way I take the coffee, it's mostly milk.
Well, now it's mostly chips. What would you tell your childhood self? Don't.
Oh, that's a great point. You should do comedy.
I wouldn't know where to start. We're gonna go ahead and do one more. What would you tell your childhood self?
Don't fall asleep in the glade.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Is that on the rapid
It's
fire?
not on the
Let me
rapid
see.
fire.
I just
I'm not
want
gonna show you.
Just let me.
Well, you don't have to see. Stop. No. What are you doing? You're not.
Let
Stop.
me see the rapid fire.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of people on this set doing nothing.
Hey, 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 hey!
What?
I'm not your enemy. Dr. Gloria Steiner's your enemy.
She seems like a lovely woman. In the pre-interview, she gave me cookies.
She gave my daddy cookies. She gave him so many cookies to sweeten
So
him up.
many cookies.
So that when she ate him in one bite, he tasted like oatmeal raisins.
Okay, well, to that point, actually, we have a photo that we would like you to take a look at.
Okay.
Because we're talking a lot about your father being eaten by a shadow monster. We actually have a photo for you that we'd like you to take a peek at here.
Daddy?
I haven't seen that in so many years.
Daddy, is that you?
It's my twin brother, Bogbert.
Ogbert and Bogbert?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, do you know who sent that photo in to us?
Who?
Your father.
What? Daddy's alive?
Yes. He's living in Miami.
What do you mean by that? I saw him got it up.
I saw him got it
What
up.
did it look like when he got it up?
Ow.
Was it a big metal bird that went,
Oh, yes, yes. And then there was a woman inside the metal mouth, and she said, 6F is window seat, and she pointed down that way.
Right.
Then the monster. Oh,
Ogbert?
nope.
Your father
Nope.
took a plane to Miami.
Why don't you shut up?
Oh,
Albert,
she
I'm very
shut
sorry,
up.
but no, it's all right. Hey, chin up, chin up. We received a video from your twin brother. He sort of let us know about some of your family history, sort of vlog style. We can go ahead and take a peek at that there.
Hey guys, Katie checking in. No update
I love how
today on the
this
vlog,
destroys
but
the
I
whole
wanted to sort of
story fucking
post an
created so far.
apology, for sort of sporadic updates recently. It's always hard this time of year because this is the anniversary of when my dad flew to Miami without any explanation. It's a hard time and made all the harder because my twin sister, Vic, who you might know from Very Important People, sort of hasn't reached out in a long, long time. It's just one of those sad days, but you know, even when we're sad, we can still make content because one of the ways that you can lose your rankings and channels really quickly is by having sporadic updates. This relationship that you have to me, it's not really a friend relationship, is it? You're sucking the life out of me slowly.
I have a twin. Actually, my father was also eaten by a American Airlines 747. And so that also sort of that happened to. That was, and then she is a lifestyle vlogger with. She's got a niece, and I just do work, and they say that I sound crazy when I'm talking about work. They say it just sounds like I'm saying, do this in numbers, and I sort of kick things, and then when I show up, I'm not really there, and I'm not listening to anybody, and it's sort of hard to have a conversation with me, right?
Right.
And then it's sort of killing our relationship.
Yeah. You're gonna wake up soon. And when you do, Ogbert's gonna go away.
No, wait, you can't.
I can.
I can't.
No, but I need you here.
In a way, I'll be here as long as you remember.
You were so crazy, and I was so scared, and I didn't understand what was happening. And you were
Oh,
hitting me
no,
rocks, and
did
at
I
first
take-
it was scary, and then it was kind of nice,
Did I
and then I liked the
destroy
weight of
that?
the
No,
rocks,
there it
and then the
is,
rocks
okay.
being gone, now I don't like so much. And this set is a mess. Is it gonna be clean when I'm asleep? Did I really fire all those people? Do I have to hire them back? Am I gonna have to apologize? Is there gonna be an HR meeting involved? Ogbert, please don't go.
What did she fire everyone?
This set is always gonna be this dirty until somebody cleans it. And I think you know that if you ask somebody who's not real to do something, even if they want to do it, it can't happen in the place that's real. The chair, got my beard on it, chips and spit and soup in my cup. Salty, salty soup.
How is that related to me?
April Fool Day, you and your twin switch the salt and the sugar, play a big joke on Daddy. But then twin and Daddy put the salt in your sippy cup. Big joke on you, and you're left out all alone, just like rocks on the ground. Maybe Ogbert and Shadow Monster Dr. Gloria. Maybe it's all a story you tell so that when you're asleep and no one's watching, you can feel as sad as you really are.
I didn't think about it that way. It makes me sad.
Damn.
Almost as sad as not having a bag of Chomsky's potato chips. When I have a mean hunger. Chomsky's, America's crispiest, heartiest, and tastiest chip.
That's a splash of dip for every chip at the summer pool.
Okay, so it feels kind of like maybe silly to ask you this, because nobody's gonna see this, but I do ask people this often. What is the meaning of life?
Alright, so what are we about to do?
Do you want the rest?
You put rocks in the bag. You carry it as long as you can.
I need Soul
And then you
Eater.
find somewhere you love.
but
and
we
you
gotta
put
be
the rocks
Maluka, I
down.
think, to go get the fucking. Be able to get Soul Eater.
Like metaphorical rocks. Like metaphorical rocks. Like
Motherfucker, like the rocks are
Motherfucker,
important.
like
you
a rock.
keep
You
saying
have-
things, and then you say these really beautiful poetic things, and I'm like, do I need to like?
I
start
hate
investing?
poems. I freaking hate them.
I do hate poems.
In this case, it's literal.
Right.
But we're in a dream right now. So what does
Right.
it mean to say something literal in a dream? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Metaphorical.
You nailed it.
Did I?
Something
nailed it.
literal in a dream is a metaphor.
Well, it has to be because there's nothing physical in a dream space. It's the only place where it's sort of liminal and not really
Right, but when you're
physical.
living in a symbolic space, you have to take the symbols literally while you yourself are a symbol
Right,
of
but I'm
yourself.
wondering how should I be going to a landscaping store and picking up rocks? Because it is metaphorical.
In
It's the
your
metaphor.
mind,
No, I understand it's
yes.
in my mind, but I'm saying, am I doing that in real life also?
This is a dog, but it's a dog in a dream. So what does that mean to you?
That it's an alligator.
What?
It's an alligator.
I
You
don't
said
know
it's a
that
dog.
word.
You don't know the word alligator?
This dog is literal in a dream.
But that looks like a dog to you?
More or less.
Okay.
Long dog.
All right.
Now, if I saw a dog like this, I'd say the dog is sick. His back doesn't look right.
Well, it's because it's a bull, really.
What?
That was the scary part to
I
you, that it's a
hate
bull?
bulls. No, thank you.
Okay. So, if you have things in a dream, they're metaphorical. And so we take the lessons from them and we implicate those into our real life.
But you can't know that they're metaphors while you're in them.
So what do I do with this conversation?
You're fucked.
So
You're
it's
fucked.
nothing?
Unless you make it something. Better start putting rocks in the bag. My fee is $20,000.
Literally in a dream.
We're gonna have a huge problem if I don't get paid.
Well, I'm actually one of the producers. Oh, Sam Reich is here, actually. Sam, you can go grab that from him.
If you don't give me my fucking money, so help me God. So help me. Why are they talking? What are they saying to each other?
It's nothing. It's a thing.
What?
The director talks to me sometimes and tells me to do things, and then I do them.
Do you smell the coffee on my beard? So strong. The smell I'm making right now is fucking crazy.
Okay, hold on. So you're tackling the CEO, so you're saying I don't actually... I'll get the
My
metaphor.
agent needs a check for $20,000.
Get what we deserve.
I don't care how it happens or who does it.
Okay.
But that is not a metaphor. That's as fucking solid as concrete.
Well, I think that's all the time. Deserve. I'll get
Right now, do you smell the coffee? Oh, help me.
She's here, actually. Sam, you can go grab that from him.
If you don't give me my fucking money, so help me God. So help me. Why are they talking? What are they saying to each other?
It's nothing. It's a thing.
What?
The director talks to me sometimes and tells me to do things, and then I do them.
Do you smell the coffee on my beard? So strong. The smell I'm making right now is fucking crazy.
Okay, hold on. So you're tackling the CEO, so you're saying I don't actually... I'll get the
My
metaphor.
agent needs a check for $20,000.
He's come out of character. The
Get what we
smell I'm
deserve.
making
I
right
don't
now is
care how it
fucking
happens
crazy.
or who does it.
Okay.
But that is not a metaphor. That's as fucking solid as concrete.
Well, I think that's all the time we have today. I think I'm ready to wake up.
I think you're ready to wake up too. You're gonna do great.
Okay.
When you wake up, just remember, you only have...
Ogbert? Ogbert? Ogbert?
Run!
No,
Out
don't
in
you
the
do
woods!
this. No, stop. Stop, Ogbert. No, it's me, remember? And we're the same. And you're the dream man, right? And I'm here,
you
and then
look
we're
great.
together. I can't, Ogbert. Come on, stop. No, it's me. Ogbert. Ogbert. No, Ogbert. Ogbert!
Okay, now I'm king of the dreams here.
Ogbert.
Everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Ogbert. Today, we are going to talk to me about how to escape from show, get back to woods.
Really
get
funny
back
they actually
to
made this
reading
an
That's
episode.
codes to
That's my chair, actually, so I'm gonna take that.
Chomsky's potato chips, America's crispiest, heartiest,
Tastiest chip. Wake up!
or else you'll die.
Good morning and welcome back, cool listeners. It's K95 coming to you with the sounds of the summer.
That was funny. I do think the whole show is just inside Vic's head. Oh, I can't interact with it too much.
Hey, I am your mother.
Yourself. We all have a story to tell. And sometimes that story needs to be shared with the world. Good evening. I'm Vic Michaelis, back with another edition of Very Important People. Please introduce yourself. Do we get talent from the trailer?
I bet you didn't see me back here, huh?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm so sorry.
I bet you
I'm
didn't
so
see me
sorry.
back here, huh?
Nope, I didn't. Oh, that's fine.
I got my skateboard.
And somebody's gonna come and clean that.
Hey!
Hey, hi. I did not see you back there. You blended in with the wall. Oh,
Frick.
nice.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay. What an entrance. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Zeke Aaron McKinley. 4th grade.
Zeke, it is so lovely to meet you.
Yeah, I love your show.
You watch my show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not really a kid show, but maybe we talk to your parents about that afterwards. But that is wonderful.
Did you see me back there?
Once again, no, I did.
Totally camouflage. No one even knew.
Yeah, I'm assuming somebody maybe caught that, or if they didn't catch that, maybe we should be looking out for that next time.
Cool.
Maybe we
Zeke,
should be looking
you
out for
are
that
the
next
4th
time.
grade student of the year.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you're looking a little different than the photo that we were given here.
Yeah, something has happened to me. Ultimately, yes.
Yeah.
I was so nervous for that photo.
Yeah.
And now I would be mortified because I'm wrong.
Yeah, we got braces in that photo and sort of
Yeah.
rocks for teeth
Yeah.
in person.
So I have a bit of a creek in my backyard where I
sure.
live. And in the creek, I was splashing in the water, which my dad told me I could get giardia by doing, but I did it anyway.
Oh, I see.
This isn't from giardia. I found a lamp.
Incredible. And I'm assuming we
Wished
wished
on
on
it.
the lamp.
A little guy came out.
And what did this little guy look like?
He was red. Isn't that crazy?
What happens from there? Are we feeling frightened?
No, I was. Did I lose a rock?
We got a rock right here.
You can't hold on to that.
Are you serious?
They grow back every night.
Is that-
so painful?
You
Yeah.
shed your rocks and they grow back?
There's
every
human
night?
skin under here, but the rocks push through.
That's horrifying.
Hurts a lot.
Rocks
Worse than
push
braces.
through.
Well, you had braces. So
Anyway, I found this guy and he
Worse
was
than
red.
braces.
So you found
This
this guy
big, in a genie lamp.
very small. I think normally when we see genies in media, they're sort of large.
Genies in media? What are you fucking talking about?
I feel like that's maybe language. And
Sorry,
your
my mom.
parents-
Please don't show that to my mom. Oh my God.
Well, she had to come with you today, so she's standing back there. And I'm noticing your mom is not rocks.
No, she hates me because I'm rocks now.
No, I'm sure your mother
No,
doesn't
it's
hate
not
you
good.
because-
It's not good, and I know it.
Well, hey, if it makes you feel
Not
better,
good,
sometimes
it's
your mother
not
hates
good,
you when you're
and I
not
know it.
rocks.
Excuse
So-
me?
Well, I'm just
me?
saying sometimes you're saying your
Watch
mother
your
hates you 'cause-
tongue. My mom
No,
hates
I'm
me.
saying you said your mom hates you because you're rocks, and I'm
She's
saying
trying to say
sometimes your mom hates you and you're
Don't-
not rocks.
Don't talk about my mom.
I'm not talking about your mom. I'm talking about just a mom. not any
Chelsea,
other mom.
ignore her.
Okay, well, I'm not. That's not what I said. And I
Do you
didn't
want to
say
hear
that.
about the little red guy or
I have
not?
been begging you to tell me about the little red guy.
He's this big, red, crazy.
So he pops out of the lamp, and then what happens?
He sort of popped out like this, if this is the lamp.
So sort of does a back bend.
He was flexible. Ow. Oh.
Oh yeah, careful. Hey, okay. So why don't we just?
Sorry, it's hard
No.
being rocked sometimes.
You're okay. Hey, can I help you to your
Ooh.
seat? No. Hey, you're fine.
It hurts more than the human head because of the rocks.
Right, of course, and that would make sense. And as you mentioned, there's skin under there.
Thanks, Vic.
Okay, we are. This
Whoops.
seat is soiled, so maybe we get
That's
a
not
towel
soil,
or
that's
something.
granite.
Granite, of course. So please continue. You see this little guy pop out of the lamp.
Yes.
Does a back bend.
Yeah, and he's like, howdy he, I wishes 3 for you, and none for me.
He's Irish.
Yeah, and red.
Well, why would he mention not getting a wish for himself?
He seemed bitter.
I see.
He was mad that he wasn't getting a wish, and I was like, sorry, I can't give you any, dude. I'm just a kid.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough. That's not your responsibility.
I'm like, I got homework to do.
Okay.
We're in the 9 section of multiplication. That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Shit's
Again,
hard.
so mom is sort of going.
Chelsea, fuck off.
Hey, at least your mom showed up today. Some moms don't show up, you know?
Are you making it about you?
No.
Feels like maybe you're freaking making it about you.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna continue here.
Okay,
So you
I
get
would
3
love
wishes.
that. 3 wishes.
First wish,
Candy bar. Biggest candy bar.
biggest candy bar.
Yeah,
And
a Butterfinger.
I was only able to eat like
like 2 bites of it.
Yeah.
And then it started to melt. It was crazy.
You get a second wish.
Yeah. Second wish, I wish for my brother to come back from the army.
I'm a professional. Your second wish is for your brother to come back from the army.
Yeah, I miss him.
And has he been in the army for a long time?
4 years overseas.
And did that wish come true?
I don't know, because the third wish happened really fast, and that sort of took precedent
Then the third wish was, of course.
to become rocks. Yeah. Ta-da!
Yeah.
He was like, rocks? What do you mean, rocks?
I feel like you don't need to do his accent.
You wish to be the rocks? And I looked down in the river, and I was like, these rocks look awesome. Yeah, dude, make me rocks.
Because, and I mean, I don't mean to sound offensive. As a 4th grader, I'm sure you're taking some sort of an earth science course. What rock are we looking like, ideally?
I was thinking slate would be cool, or like a shiny rock, or,
And that's wonderful.
I don't remember the names.
You know what? That's okay. Don't
I'm not
worry
even
about
in
it. Hey,
6th grade.
that's all right. It's not your responsibility at the end of the day. This seems like a failure sort of from up top.
Thank you. Anyway, I wished to become rocks, and then it happened. Oops. Big mistake, apparently. You ran out of wishes after 3.
And the genie just disappeared? What happened?
He killed himself in front of me.
He killed himself in front of you?
With a rope.
With a rope.
So the reason that we brought you here today was actually not rock or wish related at all.
Really?
Well, we booked you on the show initially because you were an exemplary 4th grader. We were just here to talk to you sort of about a day in the life of a 4th grader.
Totally. Before or after rocks?
It's sort of your experience, but I guess we're going to be going through this experience with you as rock, seeing as that's sort of where you're at.
Right, I am rocks now.
That must be hard.
It's hard when you become rocks because everyone just sees you as rocks. It's like, hey, Zeke's under here too. I've got flesh underneath this rocky body. It's bloody and mutilated, but it's here.
I sort of understand how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I had a suit that was a little bit itchy, and I said, get this off my body, and they sort of tailored.
I'm sorry, I'm so bored. Please wrap it up about the suit.
It's not boring. There's a lot of people that type in with questions about that, actually.
God,
so
I wish
I'm
I had
answering.
a 4th wish.
Okay.
Stop talking about this suit.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna go ahead and move on. So, Zeke, as an exemplary 4th grader, do you have a favorite subject in
I
school?
do. Thank you so much for asking.
What is it?
Recess.
Oh, recess. Wouldn't exactly call that a subject, but that is something that you do in school. So let's go ahead and get a PA bringing the whiteboard here.
Oh, cool.
We call this segment "Are You Smarter Than Vic?" So
Are you dumb or something?
No, I wouldn't think
Are you
I wouldn't
dumb or
think of myself as dumb. So we're gonna go ahead and
All
bring
right,
out the
I'll
whiteboard
start.
here. So, oh, okay. Ooh, strong.
Can you turn it in my hand?
Oh, yes,
And then
I
undo it too.
will. And there we go.
Are you smarter than
Vic. That's pretty fun. So let's go ahead and look at that first question. Explain the water cycle. Okay. So my answer for the water cycle is we got cloud turns to rain, rain turns to physical water, water turns to vapor, back up into a cloud. And what did you say, Zeke?
My water cycles come.
And so that is a penis. So, okay. And I think
Sorry,
that... And then,
was I being too crazy?
no. And hey, we said we want a
Sorry. Look.
typical 4th grader. And so, oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
frick.
and we're fine.
All right.
So let's go ahead and let's get our next question.
Yeah, I'll do it for real. Sorry, I was being
Yeah,
inappropriate
yeah,
because I'm on TV.
Let's do it for real. And you're
Okay.
a rock, and so we're trying to give you grace.
I am rocks.
Explain the different parts of the cell. Okay, so we'll do this. And for my answer, we got a bunch of different parts of the cell. I know that there's a nucleus in there somewhere.
That's what I did nucleus too.
Oh, okay. Hey, look at that. I got a little bit of a barrier and some electrons and
Mitochondria.
mitochondria. So, okay. I feel like we
Other
got it.
goop.
Fun fact, I went to a Gwyneth Paltrow goop party one time as a +1 to my husband, and I got a gift bag.
I don't think I care.
Okay, so let's get the next question.
Okay.
Name all the planets in the solar system.
Let's go back and forth.
Okay, I will go Mercury,
Venus.
Earth,
Mars.
Jupiter,
Saturn.
Uranus. No. It's the name of a planet. It's a scientific term. It's like if I said penis. It sounds like that's funny. It's not because it's
Oh,
science.
that's good. Sorry. Oh, God. You know what the hardest game to play is? Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, is that true?
People always know what I'm gonna do.
Rock.
Yeah, Vic.
Yeah.
Rock.
Thank you. Thank you for this.
Do you love having fingers?
Oh, honestly, I don't think about it that much. Ow, ouch.
Sorry.
You're okay?
I miss them.
You miss having fingers?
Yeah, almost as much as my brother.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. And as sort of the table's flying back in,
Yeah, pound it. That guy's sick.
we can't ask them to do anything. It's legally,
That guy's sick.
Okay, a little birdie told me you were auditioning for the 4th grade play.
Did my mom tell you that?
She did. Your mom had mentioned that you were auditioning for the 4th grade play, which of course this year is Legally Blonde Junior.
Yeah.
And you were auditioning for the part of?
Elle.
That's huge. It's wonderful to put yourself out for a lead, Z.
Thanks. It's my first time auditioning for anything like that.
Well, and we knew that.
I'm used to skateboarding.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, hey, Zeke, we heard you're maybe a little nervous for this audition.
Yeah.
So we thought maybe it would be fun to have you practice your audition.
Really?
Yes. We get a PA to move the furniture, please?
I can do it.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pulling out the sheet, and I look at it, and I go, Zeke, it is your turn to come in and audition. Hi, Zeke. Do you need a chair? Okay.
So, Miss Shellpfeffer, I recently became Rock. Sorry.
What?
I know that I'm Rock and stuff now, but I really think that you should give me a chance at being your next Elle Woods.
We'll see. I had somebody in mind already, but I'd love to give you the opportunity.
Which song?
Let's do it when Elle is sort of getting her groove back, and she sees her name on the list, but obviously we can't do that song, so our version of that one.
Okay. Oh, man, I freaking hope so bad that Callahan invites me to be in his colleague, and I hope he doesn't sexually assault me once I get the part. Whoa! Wanna rock all night?
So that's a song that exists already. Very
No,
famous song,
I
an
made
expensive
that
song.
up.
You made that song up?
Yeah, the other part has end roll, and I'm all rock. I think that it's weird if I don't draw attention to the fact that I'm rock.
And I hear you on that.
Yeah.
But here's my thought process, right?
Hit me with it, Vic!
Being an actor means that you disappear into a character.
Like you do when you do this show.
What?
Like, you're smiling and stuff now.
Right. No, that's how I am.
Sure.
But again, you just sort of
Okay, I'll
are
do one
throwing rocks
without.
into
I'll do
it.
one without.
One more shot? What do you think?
What do you guys think? This is awesome.
And again, like, don't worry about rocks. Don't mention being a rock.
Okay,
Don't-
no rocks.
And instead, why don't you just do our version of the end of the show? Everything worked out and Elle wins the case.
Elle wins the case. Look in my face. Not made of rock. I am a star. I never lose. My rocks are shoes. I didn't even say rock, did I?
You did a few times, actually. But you know what? I think that is enough of that.
You know what's
seem like
crazy
you sort
about
of
being
shaked
a
off.
rock?
Tell me.
Is that sometimes I'm like, I'm not even thinking about being a rock, but because it just comes out of my mouth.
Like an intrusive thought.
Exactly, and I have all those all the time about your boobs.
What?
What? What?
And Mom, maybe we could get you on set here for a second. She's on her phone and she's shaking
There's
her head
my
from
mom.
the back of it. Hey, okay, no, hey, back
Mom?
on set. So let's.
Am I doing bad?
Okay, so
Are you mad at me?
we're gonna steal him back on set, like a
Mom.
little professional. Let's go.
Sorry.
Back. Here we go. And set is this way, so let's hop on over. Yeah, and so that is a camera, and it's very expensive, and we rent it by the hour.
I
So
won't touch
let's-
it because of the rocks of me.
And that's an ideal situation.
Oh.
So we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, I'll do it myself. I'll move the set back myself.
I got it.
Or maybe I can get a PA here. Nope, no.
If
Nope,
you're gonna
no.
complain, let someone help you.
Thank you for that. All right. Hey, Rocks, Zeke,
You're gonna
My name is
complain with
Zeke.
someone.
Please don't call me
Help
Rock.
and I wouldn't.
Please don't call me
So
Rock.
we're gonna get out here. A little birdie told me that your favorite treat is lemonade.
I love lemonade.
So as sort of our midday snack, I got us 2 cold glasses of lemonade.
I like this. That dude's gonna fucking take care of him while I take care of
That's
this one.
definitely not lemonade.
It is lemonade.
There's not even a skosh of lemon.
Hey, cheers.
Done.
No?
Oh, you know. Oh, is this my
You
guy?
need my help? Yeah, okay. So here we. So. Delicious. Delicious. And good
Can
television.
you pour a little more? You're not even
Oops,
really.
Sorry.
Here, take it. I'll put him in the middle of us.
Okay. Sort of all my lemonade. All my lemonade.
Okay,
Is
these
gone.
guys are really easy.
I'm still thirsty.
Okay. She sort of. Oops. Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Thanks for your help, Vic. That was really nice of you.
Hey, no problem.
Is that a brooch?
this? Yes.
What
it
is that?
It's a.
Sea anemone, huh?
Huh?
Learned about that in 3rd grade.
Oh, this was based off of CNN.
Who's smarter than a Vic?
Okay, no, that wasn't really a question. I agreed with you. I wouldn't say that's smarter. Okay, again, I'm a little bit worried about how that's gonna. That's
Zeke attack.
your name. That is your name, Zeke. So these glasses, actually, I
These?
made. Yep. So I actually, my grandmother was on a cruise and she brought. She brought them back, and when I was in your grade, 4th grade, I painted all these little designs. So these are actually.
No way.
Yep. So it's actually kind of a precious family heirloom for us. And so again, yeah, we're gonna be really careful with that.
I don't
Actually,
even know where it
I'm just
went.
gonna go ahead and grab
I
that
don't
because it's
know
right
where it
in the
Stuck in my
cavern.
rocks.
Stuck in your rocks. You know what? I'm just gonna move these back here, and we're gonna forget about them, and we're not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so those are Gucci. So we're gonna be so careful with those.
Put 'em on
Oh.
me.
Okay, I won't. So these are mine, and actually, I'm gonna use these to ask you a couple of rapid fire questions. You know that? And you are just rocking all over the place.
I
here.
can't help it. They're
Okay.
gonna grow back.
I
It's
know.
gonna be awful.
And I'm very sorry to hear that. And so maybe we'd be more careful with our body, right?
Excuse me? I'm made of rocks.
I-
Never seen anyone like this.
Me?
Never. Say it.
Well, have you seen the Fantastic Four?
I'm gonna
I see
fuck you up.
Fantastic
Don't
Four.
lie. I don't look like that guy. Say it.
Groot?
You're fucking. You just. Groot's a tree. Like, what are you even talking?
I will say this, you look very unique.
I am unique, and I'm rocks. And it's not easy keeping it together. I'm also going through puberty.
Already?
Early onset puberty.
How does that
Yes.
work with the rocks?
It sucks.
Can I ask?
About my boners.
I don't want to ask about your boners, actually.
You would get in trouble.
I don't want to, and I'm not going to. Here's a couple of rapid fire questions.
I don't want
Zeke.
to, and I'm not going to.
What is your favorite dessert?
Dirt in a cup.
What is a personal item you can't live without?
Dirt
My
in a
rocks.
cup.
Do you have other rocks? Or just these rocks?
Just these.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, if you were to take away all my rocks, I would be an exposed, mangled flesh suit.
Kind of like me before I put on my makeup.
What is wrong with you?
Phoebe,
It's-
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. What fictional character do you most identify with? This should be easy.
Mm,
No wrong answers.
fictional character? There's so many
How
of
about any
those.
character from media? What about that? How about any person? Any rock?
What did you just say?
Because you know you're rocks. So any rock.
I know that I'm rocks, Vic.
I'm just trying to help.
Fine. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, are you freaking happy? Sorry.
What happens after we die?
After we die, our body becomes one with the earth and we're reborn.
Now this is interesting because technically your body is one with the earth now.
That is true.
So what do you think that means cosmically?
I don't know if I'll ever die.
And what would that mean for you? To live forever. You know, lots of people search their entire lives for the fountain of youth.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is what I would have wanted out of the Fountain of Youth, but I haven't
Oh, it's the
aged
bear,
since I
isn't it?
became rock.
I see, except for the fact that you sprout rocks every night.
Yeah, and did I already tell you that it
no.
hurts so bad?
Rangus.
Literally
I
picture
forgot
me
about this guy.
sleeping.
This is so easy.
All right, last but not least, and something that I ask each and every one of my guests. What is the meaning of life?
He's tough.
I think the meaning of life
Ooh.
is about skating, kissing, and boobs too.
Well, I love that, and I think that that's given us a lot to think about here. Skateboarding and
Boobs.
wow, stuff.
Yeah.
The little birdie told us that you had a plan to ask somebody to the 4th grade dance. Don't hide in your rocks. Come on, is that true?
Oh, it went right around me.
Yes, it's true.
We have one of your outtakes of your dance posal
Oh.
that you made.
You're
for
gonna
your
show
dance.
that on air? It's an outtake.
I have the video, and your mom gave it to us. So
Why'd you
I
give him
want to.
that? Ugh.
okay.
All right, show it. Hey, Mrs. Shellpepper. It's Zeke. I'm just wondering if you, want to go to the school dance with me. Do you get the reference that I'm making? My mom told me to do it. Anyway, I know that I'm rocks now and don't look like how Zeke used to look, but I'd really love to go with you in your boots. So if you want to go with me, just keep leading my teacher, and I'll know that that's yes and stuff. I will. All right, thanks. Mom cut.
You know, it's so interesting. You're so effervescent in person, and you seem so shy and ashamed of yourself in that video.
It's, I don't know. I never really felt comfortable in my skin.
I have an idea. All right? Here's what I'd like to do.
What?
I'd like you to ask this person to the dance. How about that? Why don't we
So
say
you're
something-
pointing it at my shoulder.
Why don't we say something nice about this person?
That's on the table.
Why don't we say something nice about this person?
Do you want me to say something nice about the crew member I can see?
What about this person?
There I am.
Why don't we say something really nice about this person?
So
What are 3 things that you like about this person?
I like that you ate so much big candy bar. I like that your brother's coming home soon.
So sort of 2 of your wishes.
And I like that I'm rocks.
You do like that you're rocks.
I don't know, I feel really strong, and no one used to look at me at school, and now people look at me.
Hey, look at that.
I mean, granted, I'm rocks, but it's better than nothing.
it is better than nothing. Hey, maybe one day you'll grow up to live out your dream, and maybe you'll even be
Are you
on-
making it about yourself
I'm not,
again?
and I wouldn't, because this is your moment.
Feels like you have something you need to work through.
I don't.
So you think I'm what, hot, or...
I'm sorry?
You showed me the
I'm
mirror,
sorry.
you wanted me to tell me that I look hot.
No, I think you're
So maybe-
rocks. But that's a good thing. I'm saying you're rocks, and I think that that's excellent.
When I look in the mirror, I see Zeke. And you look at-
Same.
You didn't answer if I'm hot or not.
I won't legally.
I
answer
think
that.
Vic is hot.
We can't see, and we're gonna cut that. We gotta cut that.
You look like Mrs. Shelpfeffer.
What do you like about Mrs. Shellpepper?
Boobs.
Okay.
Talk
what
about
her?
getting rock hard.
Now, may I ask, this is your first time on television, hopefully not your last time on television. Is there anything you want to say to your class?
Yeah.
Oh, standing.
Southfield Elementary, class of 2026. Math isn't my strong suit.
No, that's all right, me either. I made them scrub the math questions earlier.
Hey guys, it's Zeke. It's been really hard becoming rocks. I killed a kid. I break stuff. I break hearts. I haven't done that yet. But I'm still me. I'm still Zeke underneath it all. And I think next week I'm gonna try to come back to class.
Zeke.
To see Miss Shellpepper.
Zeke.
What?
You pooped her. Zeke, I'm so sorry.
I shat that out just now. You're telling me I just shat that?
It looked like you pooped her.
And you're fucking recording? All my classmates are live streaming this, and I shat a fucking rock. I'm gonna kill myself. You fucking kidding me? I wish I was a little red.
And we're gonna
Genie.
take a deep breath and
Oh
just
my
and
God.
don't even worry about it, because the set
Is
is
Miss
pretty.
Shellpepper watching? Is Miss Shellpepper watching? I just shat a rock.
We don't normally go live, but your class has to live.
And they saw
stream.
me shit a rock? You're laughing. I shit a rock and you're laughing?
It's just I've never seen
you
that happen
kidding
before.
me?
And it didn't occur to me that you weren't wearing
No!
clothes. Hey, no, okay, hey.
I'm
hey.
already the laughing stock!
Okay, okay. And
Oh no, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, bitch!
it's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
Ow, ow.
It's
Ow.
so hard!
It's so
when I'm
porous.
raw! Guys, I'm still me! I'm Zeke underneath it all!
This one's okay. So we got one of them. One of them survived. So that's the good news.
Which
here.
one?
This one. So we got that one.
Which one?
Well,
This one.
Zeke,
That's, you cut before all that, though.
I had some news for you, which was your class actually sent a little gift. So
Oh. Did they see the freak out I just had, or?
I don't know if they would have noticed. So if we can maybe fly in the gift. Fly in the
Oh,
gift.
little sound effect.
It's the rocks. I can't help it.
The
I get
rocks are
so
making you
angry.
like
I
this?
totally get what the Hulk was going through.
Okay, so maybe that's a character you can resonate with.
I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Why don't you take a seat? Because actually, your class sent along a gift.
I can pick these up.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so we got this.
What? What?
Little things for you.
What is this?
So they
What is this? Mom, look! No way! No way! No way! It says rocks are cool.
It does, and there's a card, and if you'd like me to read this,
Can you read it to me?
Zeke, it says, rocks rock.
You guys think rocks are cool? That's like the greatest.
So,
Sorry.
that's all the time we
It's
have.
the
My name is Vic
silence.
Michaelis, and remember, be true to yourself, unless you'd rather be
A rock.
somebody else.
Sorry.
All right.
Good night.
Night.
So I finished that up.
Right.
Maybe when you're a little older, you can have a show like this, and then you can say whatever you want, but we're so quiet during my takes.
All right. Miss Shellpepper signed it. Miss Shellpepper.
Yeah, I see that. So
Am I done?
I think you're done if you're.
Give me a hug, Vic.
Nope.
Ow. Boobs.
Ow. So we're just gonna stay way away from this because this is sort of an important. Okay. Good night.
Night.
Oh, Vic. I wonder how the whole Vic's a man and named vehicular got started.
What up? Hey everybody, it's me, Jacob Wysocki.
Important people.
Because they-
Ready to see how everybody's lied to me and deceived me. I feel like there's wisps. I'm about to explode.
You should have seen my teeth before this.
Not little, lady. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guest is there. We just gotta get out. Get out. I'm serious. We all have a story to tell. And sometimes those stories need to be shared with the world. Good evening. I'm Vic Michaelis back with another edition of Very Important People. Please introduce yourself.
Howdy, little lady. It's me, Hayes Steele.
Almost billionaire.
Not little. Lady, that's not.
And you're witnessing a man who's about to become a billionaire.
Really?
Literally a few ticks away.
That's a nice watch.
Sorry I was early. My helicopter was fast.
So that's what was happening out.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time parking your car? We had to clear it out for my chopper.
Well, my car got
Oh,
towed,
it's supposed to
actually.
be a
Interesting.
truck,
Sorry to
yeah.
hear that.
Thank you for apologizing. Maybe I can borrow some of that money to get it out.
Hey, I don't do handouts.
Okay.
I didn't get where I am at by
I'd see it at
helping
first.
everybody along the way.
Well, Hayes, I'd love to hear a little bit about how we did get to where we're at. Tell me a little bit about Hayes.
Hayes is the new me.
Hayes is the new you. Who was the old you?
Fuck him. He was a piece of shit. He was a little fucking baby with no heart and no drive. He was lost. He lived in Orlando, Florida. Now I live in Boca Raton, baby.
Sort of 2 hours away.
Doug Duncan was a fucking loser.
2 hours
And
away.
I'm glad he's gone.
Oh, sorry, your name was Doug Duncan?
I don't even remember him. The cash has made me blind to Doug Duncan.
Seems like you have a couple of pretty specifics about Doug Duncan.
What do you mean?
That he lived in Orlando.
Uh-huh.
And that he was poor.
Doesn't that sound like a fucking loser?
Orlando's a fine city.
It's a suburb for babies. It's a suburb for people who still need to suckle a teat.
Well, I understand. Hayes, I guess I want to
You
start
mind calling me Hayes Steele every time you address me?
You want me to call you Hayes Steele
I
every
like
time
the
I
way it
address you?
sounds, and it was expensive to change.
Okay.
Have you ever
Yeah.
changed a name legally?
My husband changed his last name to Michaelis.
Wow, what a cuck.
I said I didn't want to
Wow.
change any names, and he
What
said
a
he wanted
cuck.
to feel closer to me.
It was his idea?
Yep.
I'm happy for you.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah,
Hey, Steele,
sorry.
you were Doug Duncan.
I used to be.
Tell me about Doug.
Doug's the complete opposite of who I am now. He had no confidence. He worked for other people.
Where did he work?
He worked at all kinds of places. He sold cars.
Ah.
He worked in kitchens,
Oh.
doing dishes. He was sort of a bottom of the barrel employee. He worked at an Arby's for a short period of time, but he got burnt by the fryer.
Where did he get burned by the fryer? Okay, so.
Not where you think. It was just his hands.
Oh, I see. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
And
what
I'm
I
going to
think.
refer to Doug Duncan as a dead man, if that's okay.
Well, hey, you do what you got to do, and I'll.
Hey, Doug's dead.
Hey, Doug's dead.
Hey, Doug's dead.
So Doug Duncan, sort of working job to job in Orlando, not terribly happy with his life, lacking confidence.
He was a fucking scab.
Was a scab?
Not like a union scab. He was like something that needed to be picked and healed.
How did we end up here?
Well, Doug Duncan happened to win a reality TV show called The Longest Journey, where he won $1 million for racing around the world.
Okay, and we actually have a clip of the moment that you won. So we can go ahead and take a peek there.
God, I haven't watched this footage in years.
Yes! 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 Doug Duncan has won the longest journey! I won! And my life's gonna change forever! Yes! 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 I don't have to be me!
Wow.
Wow.
So let me ask, because the prize for this show is $1 million
Yep.
after taxes, things like that. That obviously wouldn't make you like rich like the man
No,
I've seen
I
before
had
me.
continued to live a bleak life as Doug Duncan for several years.
Sure.
I invested the money. I'm actually a new sort of almost billionaire.
Yeah, I
This
can
is
tell.
new for me. I've only been living this lifestyle for about 4.5 months.
So what happened between the show and this moment right here?
I scrapped along as a piece of shit human being, knowing that my investment would pay off.
Well, I wouldn't call somebody that works in a restaurant a piece of shit.
The people who hold the fabric society together, they're just in your way. They're there to suck up resources. They're there to get the fun for you, but it's my fun. It's my time. It's my turn.
I've sort of said similar things to the crew, and they're like, that makes you a bad person. And I said, I don't think so.
Don't let them tell you that. That means they think you're weak, all right? In a world of money, you better be a fucking shark. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
Drop of blood in the water, you find it. You feel the electricity in a room, and you fucking put it out unless it's pointed at you.
Right. So what happens between 4 months ago and now that presents the man that we see today, Hayes Steele?
I don't know. I think I was about, maybe 22 when I won that show, and I'm 37 now.
You're 37?
Yeah, it's been a hard run. But as soon as the money fully maturates, I'm sure I'm going to be able to turn it all around.
You don't have the money right now.
No, I've got most of it. I'm just waiting for it to fully crank into the billions before I go hog wild. I'm touching it. I'm spending it, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm seeing some new.
You're only as old as your teeth.
Is that true?
Yes, and these are the teeth of an 18-year-old. Plucked them.
How?
It was technically a volunteering effort, but I did pay the family well.
But like, what are the numbers looking like? Because what I'm hearing is you won the show, you
Yes.
started spending that
I won $1 million.
post-tax, pre-tax.
After taxes, it came out to be about $475,000.
They took over 50%?
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't have an LLC at the time or an S Corp, so they just took it straight for me. And now, after some extremely smart investments in Chinese chemicals and private prisons, I have $887 million.
Whoa.
That's the big difference.
Private prisons?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Different places?
Mostly in Central Asia, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, the stands.
Or
yeah.
the United States or one of those countries?
Okay,
so
don't
maybe
dig too deep.
Put a pin.
Don't dig too deep.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
come get me.
What chemicals, right? What do they make when you mix them together?
What do they make when you
Certainly
mix
not
them
crack
together?
cocaine. Not cocaine.
Cocaine.
No,
Sort of sending
that'd be
you back home.
impossible.
Okay, I'm not hearing this conversation, right?
You're not.
You're
Okay,
not.
so-
You're not, because you're not going to fuck this up with me. Anyways, yeah, I just made a couple smart investments. I waited my time. I waited 15 years or whatever.
No, I almost
15?
had it
What's the math
destroyed.
on that? Someone
No.
do the math on that?
Somebody can do the math on that?
22 to 37. Somebody do the math on
We can do
that?
it quickly.
What's the math on that? You know what's great about being wealthy, almost having $1 billion?
Tell me.
I don't have to do much thinking.
Hayes Steele.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I
Damn
like the
it,
way your
dude.
eyes light up.
Really?
There's something about you that I know I can change.
Okay, well, I spend a lot of time going, who am I? I could be anybody you need me to be, you know?
You should be who you wanted to be. Because you know Doug Duncan?
Sure.
Doug Duncan always fucking knew about Hayes Steele.
Really?
He was always deep down inside there. He was just waiting to come out.
So you spent all this time, there was 15 years there. You knew he was there. He was always coming out. What is the moment where you go, now is the time to strike?
I cranked that $800 million mark, and I said, I'm almost a billionaire. It's time to start living like one.
You had mentioned earlier, you had friends, you had a partner.
Doug did.
Doug had a girlfriend. If
Yeah.
we can just pull up an old picture, and I'm seeing, in this photo, you two look very, very happy together.
I don't think she'd appreciate her face being on this program.
Okay, so we're gonna blur that.
We'll
We can go
blur
ahead
it
and
out.
blur that.
Yeah. That was the love of Doug's life.
Well, tell me about her.
Oh. Her name was Jen.
Jen.
Jen was getting in the way. Jen was perfect for Doug in every fucking way. She put up with Doug's bullshit. She'd help him get up. She'd make sure that he ate a lunch. She was a teacher, but not only did she teach, she taught.
What do you mean by that?
She didn't teach, she taught. She didn't run, she ran. Do you understand? There's somebody who's one thing and then there's somebody who's two. Jen was more than two.
3?
She was 4 things. She was my girlfriend, she was my Bobby, she was my best friend, and she was my confidant.
I see.
That's what every boy needs. He needs a girlfriend and a Bobby.
What happened between
Damn
you
it.
and Jen? You get close to $1 billion, she starts getting in the way.
She didn't want the cash. She didn't want to be in the big bucks.
I see.
She wanted a normal, modest life.
Your legs are getting further and further apart.
I'm just getting
as it goes
finally
on.
relaxed here. I'm
I
finally
see.
getting relaxed,
Well,
okay? My
so she's-
Percocet's kicking in.
She's getting in
and
the
I'm
way of $1
getting a
billion,
little relaxed.
and so from what we understand, you're.
I left her in the fucking dust, all right? The money started coming in, and it started looking hot, and I got a ring,
Right.
and I didn't put it on her fucking finger, and I kept it for me, because I deserved it, because I beat a man in a race. And she didn't like who I was becoming. And so I fucking left her in the dust. Just like I left Doug in the dust. And yeah, we had plans. We had big plans. Marriage. We had the name for the kid picked out. We had it all. The names for the grandchildren picked out.
You don't get to pick names for grandchildren.
Let's break it down for a second.
You didn't just take a sip of that water.
I'm not allowed to drink because of my teeth. I'm purely IVs.
I see.
Do you have any cucumbers?
Cucumbers? Yeah, we can get you some cucumbers. Why don't we get somebody to run to the store for cucumbers?
Great, that's
Look
awesome.
at that. You don't have Jen, but who do you have now?
Well, you know, I've adopted a boy.
So you have a son.
I've got a boy.
What do you mean by that?
I was abroad in Poland and I hired a local pilot.
Right.
To fly me out to Central Asia so I could adopt a boy from one of my private prisons.
Babies are actually very valuable.
What do you mean by that?
You know, you take a crop of young kids and you set them aside for 18 years and teach them exactly what you need to know and where to go and what to do.
Sort of like an army of babies?
Depends what you want.
Okay.
Maybe you want them to fight into another country. Maybe you're holding them so they can start a war. Maybe you've got an entire crop of boys that you're holding, educating, making them into perfect men to inherit your money. Do you want to be one of my boys, Vic?
Are you asking me to be one of your boys?
I wouldn't come here on a helicopter if I wasn't serious.
Besides, I have a stepdaughter and she's sort of
I don't care about your boy.
Right.
That boy can be my boy and I can pick its name.
You know what? I would love to be your boy. I just sort of like to have a thing. So, in diversifying your portfolio, you purchased this building, Dropout Studios. Is that correct?
I am now the owner and author of Dropout Studios.
And that's actually how you ended up on the show today. You purchased the land and said, this is mine now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and tighten things up. There's a little bit of fat on the studio.
Agreed.
You're actually lucky because I talked to my guys, right? I called up my boys. They said, Rico.
It's a rental.
Rico.
Right.
Rico. I picked up the phone. I said, Rico, I'm thinking about getting some land and turning it into a parking lot.
Huh.
And I looked at some spaces in the greater Los Angeles area, flew over from Boca on my private heli.
I really made a statement this morning in the parking lot.
It's loud, it's brash, it's in your face. You can't deny it.
It sort of seems like it did that to your hair. Because you know, so your hair sort of went
It's a cheap hit. It's a cheap hit to go for how I look.
No, I'm not saying, I think it looks good.
hit.
I was just saying it sort of was like, you know, the helicopter sort of went.
I'm gonna go have Rico call you. He's gonna give you a new bottom line, all right?
For how much we can spend on the show?
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna have all these fancy cameras. I mean, we probably only need 2 to shoot this show, really.
Well, we need the 2, and then, you know, sort of, this guy sort of moves over, and then watch this. So, you can't do that on these. Watch this. Can't do it. Doesn't work, so just end still.
You're
and
fired.
So, fired?
He's fired.
No, so you're gonna. Well, we do need.
At the end of the day,
Cooper.
at
Cooper
the end
actually,
of the day,
you're staying. So.
At the end of the day, I'd like your tripod packed up, and I'd like the camera in a box, and I'd like to see your final day paperwork.
How about that? I'll chat with Rico. We'll figure that out later.
All right.
Well, have you done the tour of the studio?
You know what? I probably should get a lay of the land.
A tour of the
Let's
studio.
do it.
Okay. All right. So maybe, and so Cooper's really important for this part. Okay. And so I'm just gonna sort of. Here you go, sir. And then, ready? And okay. Well. Okay. Sorry. And I'm just gonna. If we can just and there we go. So there.
I can't walk on carpet.
So this is an accessibility issue, guys. So maybe let's get rid of the carpet.
Not much to see, not much to look at.
Fuck.
I bought this.
And sort of then if you come through here.
I can't. I gotta catch my breath.
Okay, this is our coffee station. I get a little bit of this.
No.
You want some coffee? Oh, because
really
right,
good.
of course.
Really tasty.
And so,
That's a
and
good
then-
brew. Who brewed that?
Dude.
Maybe they could host the show. That's good
For
coffee.
real?
My part hosting the show?
Yeah, sure. Why
Well, no,
not?
I'm kind of
Maybe
valuable
we can test
here.
it out.
And I need to be here because actually, well, and you know, I got a lot of options. I'm actually interviewing over at MSNBC.
Hey, come here.
And I could have been over there, and I'm choosing to be here, right? What are you doing?
Just go ahead and get some cucumbers.
Why do you have so much cash?
I'm a boss. I'm Mr. fucking
That's
Miami.
okay.
I got a wad on me.
Come on this way. Let me show you the end of it. So this is staff only. I'm staff. So we can come on in here after you, sir.
All right.
Just like keep up the pace. I'm trying to help you here.
These could go. We could get rid of these. We
Well,
could
no.
put these on offer up.
An offer up?
We could put that on offer up. We should put this on offer up. You don't need 2. You don't need a toaster, oven, and a microwave.
Actually, I insisted upon this because you can't put
So
pizza.
then we'll
We
put
do a
this on
pizza.
offer up.
Okay. So,
Or go to the whole
yeah,
thing.
sort of,
All
we're
right.
gonna do the tour. How you feeling? Need a break?
I'm good.
You're not an on-camera talent, so we need you sort of like, you're not on camera, and so like all the way through that door. Wonderful. So we're gonna sort of pop on through
We
here.
should take these down. The labor laws. We're gonna get these out of there.
I've been saying that forever.
Yeah, I'm not non-union. I run a non. It's fully non-union.
It's not, except
it's
for we can't-
fully sweatshop. sweatshops.
Yeah, yeah.
Fully sweatshops.
Can't say sweatshop. So this is sort of the bill.
Do you let these people out?
No,
You let them out?
I locked the door and we opened it
Okay,
at 5:30.
cucumbers.
So come
Cucumbers.
back on through. And then we got sort of,
I gotta be
blue.
honest, I'm underwhelmed.
By the studio?
I'm very underwhelmed. Yeah.
Well, we got the lights are down right now. I think
Yeah.
might be the problem. So let's
I
get you
don't
back
know.
on
Yeah.
back on set.
Okay.
Okay, and so it's the carpet. And so I said carpet out.
I'm gonna flop. I'm gonna flop.
You can't put that
Hooked up
You
there.
took my sugar.
Ah!
And that's what that is.
It's a beautiful space. It's a really beautiful space.
You think so?
You know what I noticed about the space?
I would love to hear.
You own it.
I own it?
You own it.
Okay, well that's very kind of
Not
you
on
to say.
paper, metaphysically. You move through this space excellently.
For now.
In full dynamics.
In the meantime.
Crescendo, decrescendo.
I got a couple other opportunities.
Ah, now you're being a shark. You got a sense of blood somewhere else and you're swimming towards it.
Well, my name's in the mix for, do you know Rachel Maddow?
Yeah, I heard of her. She smells like corn and turkey soup.
Well, she's scheduled to get sick for 2 weeks. They have to schedule her illnesses.
They shove it into once, right?
Well, that's it exactly.
Yeah,
And
don't
so,
wait for the winter, don't wait for the fall. We're gonna give it to you when we want it.
What other investments do you have right now?
I did all the euthanasia for SeaWorld.
What? Like putting down like whales and things like that?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make money?
People have to show up. It's a big needle. It's a lot of gas.
I guess that's true. And I guess that's sort of a job a lot of people want to be doing.
Honestly, I'll be serious with you. That's probably the most fucked up thing I've ever done.
You're doing it personally?
Absolutely. Nobody else wanted to do it. That's why it was such a moneymaker. Nobody wanted to do it. It was a horrific, horrific thing to do. They're beautiful creatures. They deserve to be free. But I had to kill them.
I guess you sort of did free them.
Here's the big lesson. Enough people protest, people will die. You think you're saving lives? You're not.
So they were healthy. You were just putting them down because people were protesting?
People were like, we don't like this. We don't get this. Why are they in small tanks? We have to fix this. And you can't just put them back into the ocean. You can't put a caged bird back into the rainforest. So we've got
Okay.
that, of course.
Right.
I do have a chronic farm.
What is a chronic farm?
It's a farm where we put people with chronic pain out of their misery.
Okay, what?
It's another euthanasia
Well,
game.
because you said chronic farm, and I was like, oh, maybe a marijuana
I don't
farm.
touch the stuff. I only do snow.
You bought that Alpine Resort.
Absolutely. That's another part of the real estate. But I'm actually going to demolish that
Damn
and put
it.
homes on it.
You're digging out the
It's
mountain.
going to be called Snoko Raton. It's Boca Raton's snow location.
That makes sense.
$927 million.
That's a standard watch.
Yes, they're coming in. That billion's getting closer and closer, baby.
Do you need to make a call or
Bullshit,
anything?
dude.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. I don't really have anybody to share the good news with, and so I thought I'd broadcast it out into the wild. That's why I bought the studio. I didn't have anybody to share the good news with.
You sort of bought a studio for friends.
Not even friends. I don't actually like any of you, and I don't think any of us would really hang. I don't think you guys are down to party.
Same. I don't, not for me, but just sort of the general consensus.
Yeah, it seems like a bunch of fucking softies and a bunch of pillow layers. You know what I mean?
Pillow layers?
Yeah, people who just want to sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
do
yeah.
like sleeping.
That's it.
But I thought, you got to share the news with
Fuck,
somebody. I can't
Christ,
just
I
fucking
can't
sit in a
believe
mansion
that
and become a
shit,
billionaire.
dude.
I'm so happy that we got to be those people for
Uh-huh.
you. We have a segment called Rapid Fire Questions, and I think I'd like to ask you some of those.
Let's hit it.
Okay.
Fast.
Where are you getting
Go.
that from? It's like the
Big.
air. What is your least favorite book?
The Bible.
Why?
It's too long, too big, too many of them.
Okay, that's.
Imagine if you had every book in every hotel. How much money you'd make?
I think that's the Gideons, and I think they do that for free.
Jealous.
What is your nightly wind down routine?
I pop myself full of oxygen, and then I run an IV so I get my liquids. And then I use my boy's blood, and I put my boy's blood in me, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me feel young. And then I have a bunch of bugs scrape my skin and eyes.
Every night?
Every
How
night.
do you sleep?
After the bugs scrape my skin and eyes, I get out, I take a cold plunge, I get on the phone with Joe Rogan, just say hey, and then I go to bed. Talk to Joe almost every night.
Nice that you have a friend, even if it's a friend that maybe isn't
I'm paying him.
more of an employee in that situation. Last but not least, a question that I ask each and every one of my guests. What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to make so much money that you can be whoever you want, whatever you want.
Who do you want to be?
Hey, Steele.
Are you sure? Because we actually found a video, and it seems like one that Jen took of you right prior to your breakup, and it just gave us some interesting insight to you.
Yeah, fucking loser.
Damn.
Morning. I love you so much. I hope nothing ever changes. You make me feel so whole.
How'd you find this video?
Doug looks so happy.
You know what, babe? I don't need anything else. Me, you, and a dumb plan. Thanks for everything you do, baby.
I don't need that. I don't want that. I never wanted that. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted this!
I want it to be haze. I want it to be steel. I want it to be cold as fucking ice. I don't want to see that shit, all right?
Turn that off. We're gonna turn that off.
I don't fucking need that. Bad boy.
Sorry.
It's a bad son.
You're a bad son. So, clear that. Hey. Hey. Oh.
Fuck. I'm just fucking done.
Hey, come on, Dad.
Jen.
Here we go. So we're just gonna
I
pop
miss
that.
Jen. I fucked
Pop that
up.
right back in there.
I
and
fucked
it's
up.
fine. So and we're just gonna something's
Please.
Okay, hey.
What?
You hit $1 billion.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. All right,
Okay,
to the
so-
helicopter. I'm gonna go spend this cash.
Okay, so I'm Vic Michaelis reminding you to be true to yourself.
Fuck
Unless you'd
yeah,
rather be
to the
somebody
helicopter.
else. Good night. So, can I come?
Chopper's getting cold, kid. Let's go, baby.
Okay, so I am coming. So, okay, well, hey, hold on. Nuts. So, nuts.
Just grab my cucumbers.
Your cucumbers? Okay, did somebody get cucumbers for my dad?
Is that actually Big's dad? That'd be hilarious if it was actually.
I'm Chris
Big's-
Red, and I hope
Big's
they make
dad.
me an owl that knows
That is a
everybody, so it never
hilarious
says
fucking
who.
truth.
Or like a bear who don't like honey and is tired of the stereotypes. Or a bat that wish he could be Batman, but he's just a bat, and that's not as cool at all. No gadgets, just shitting in caves.
Today, we're giving this comedian a total transformation. They have no idea who or what they're about to become.
What am I?
Once they see themselves in the mirror, they'll have to make up a character on the spot and then sit down with me for an improvised interview. This is very important, people.
That's crazy. I'm nervous as shit. Yo, hold up. I'm a big ass Toy Story. Oh shit, this is actually dope. This is my childhood dream, son. Can I wear this home? Yo, I got an ass though. That's crazy. Space ass. I've been in space a long time, baby. That's where I lost my wife. I was never married. I be lying.
I'm here to save your planet, but after being here for a while, let it be done.
Right, baby, because I keep the music going as I blast alien ass.
We all have a story to tell. We all have a story to tell. And sometimes those stories need to be shared with the world. Good evening. I'm Vic Michaelis, back with another edition of Very Important People. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Jukebox. I'm an intergalactic warrior from the year 4055, but I am a time traveler, so I guess where I'm from and what time I'm from does not matter. 1 second.
Okay.
Just gotta, 1 second. So how are you? You good?
Like an elevator.
There, right. Okay.
Jukebox, thank you so much for joining us here.
Oh.
It was quite hard to get you on the show today.
I was actually in the middle of a battle with the Chikaras. I know you don't know what they are, but they're like real big cicadas with big old booties.
Okay.
And the booties are venomous.
Well, that's interesting. So you just arrived on Earth somewhat recently.
Yes, I am to warn you guys that there's a huge war coming. Nothing new to you.
Well, you know, there's war sort of in the planet. Here, like sort of in Los
All
Angeles,
right,
we don't
what
get
we
war
do?
here
What do we
very
do?
often.
I don't know. I saw 70
getting
STD
close.
billboards
We're
on my way
getting
in. It seems like a war is in your pants.
Well, you know, we just sort of call that normal. You know, that's sort of just our day-to-day life. And sometimes the streamers sort of, do you know streamers?
Streamers. Oh, yes. When you shoot an alien's chest and his blood streams across the sky.
So it's a little different here. It's like sort of we have like you put TV shows in there online.
Oh.
Sometimes they're like, we want the Friends catalog, and the other one's like, well, we want the Friends catalog.
Friends. All mine died in the war.
Right.
See, the thing about war is you lose some, you win some. And as far as me and my platoon, we are the Cleveland Browns of space war.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we win, but not often.
I see. So pre-war, what is your Earth like on the day-to-day?
Pre-war.
Oh.
Every day someone dies.
Kind of like here.
I don't know if that's the right emotion for what we're talking about. I haven't updated my program of emotions.
Seems like you need an iOS update. You got Apple in your planet?
Yeah. Do you have a charger?
Yeah. I think we got a phone charger.
Cool, because I might shut down in the middle of this interview.
You use a
You said an iPhone charger?
You would think we have spaceships, we have sea ships, and we have gigantic army men all charged for my Apple charger.
Can I be honest with you? I'm sort of looking at this suit from afar. I mean, tough.
Really awesome
strong.
from afar.
And then I'm looking, and it's just, it looks like it could fall apart in the wind.
I've been in 1,000 wars for millennia, and I feel every bump and every hit.
Okay, but how did your war get started?
Our president,
Sure.
he is a duck. He was... He was getting some coffee in a cafe, and a man said, "Get that damn duck out of this cafe." He had no idea that ducks exist and are allowed to be in a cafe.
He had no idea that ducks existed and allowed to be in a cafe, but presumably this duck ran for president in the first place.
And won! And won! Against a human man.
Right.
Crazy.
So it is crazy that a duck would be president even in your world.
Absolutely. Who votes for a duck?
You voted for this duck.
Oh my God, his policies.
What are his policies?
Oh, free everything.
That seems terrible for the economy.
Oh, it crashed immediately. Turns out a duck has no business running a country.
So this duck runs for president, the economy falls apart immediately,
Absolutely.
and I'm assuming that is when the war begins.
The war began immediately between animals, human beings.
What side of the war are you on? Because, I'm sorry if this is offensive or insensitive in any way. You look to sort of be partially a robot or maybe some sort of a machine.
Oh, this is a very sensitive topic.
And I apologize.
That I'd like to dive in head first.
Okay.
I'm human and robot. I'm half and half. All a robot.
Robot.
Some human. Not in the places I
All
want to be.
robots, some human. What do you mean by that?
My heart.
You have a robot heart.
My heart is robotic and it beats to the sound of rhythm and blues.
You actually have one of your echocardiograms here. We can take a listen to that.
Seems almost right.
That's catchy.
I go to bed every night blessed.
So with the nation at war, prior to you coming here to warn us to not make the same mistakes, what did your day-to-day look like? You know what I mean? You wake up in the morning.
I wake up in the morning, I would wash my spaceship, zip it around the universe.
So you have a spaceship.
It's a 99.
What does that mean to you? Because sort of here on Earth, like a 99, that would be, what, a 26, 25-year-old car?
No, it was the 99th car they made.
I see.
But then I also have little jetpacks on here that don't work well.
They're so small, they don't look like they could support human body weight.
Fuck you.
Okay. Maybe some programming, some faulty wiring, right? Because it sounded like you said "fuck you," and I also don't know what that means for you, but for us, that's sort of like a mean thing to say.
Oh, it means hey.
Okay, well, hey, that's kind of nice. So fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay, that's sort of fun. I like that. Fuck you.
Fuck you. I've been getting into fights all morning.
So you did get to see some other stuff before you came into studio here today.
I landed in New Mexico.
That's far from here.
I was disappointed. I was looking for old Mexico.
Well, so that's sort of south. Well, it's sort of complicated. Mexico sort of was the whole general area, and then sort of the United States stole it. Yeah, I don't know.
I love to steal.
You love to steal?
Hearts.
Oh, you love to steal hearts.
Because I want a human heart.
Right. Okay, I'm hearing it sounds sort of like an AOL dial-up tone.
Oh yes, my suit is running on E.
Like empty.
Yes.
So in our world, that's sort of like you're out of gas.
I'm out of.
Okay, so do we have a charger?
I'm just playing, but no, really, it's dying.
What kind of charger do you take? You said iPhone?
Oh, iPhone 14.
An iPhone 14 specifically.
I think they changed it at 15.
Hey, our planet too. So that's we got that in common. So if you want to, can I help you in?
It just takes a little time.
Okay, well, and I will find my charger maybe here.
I'm not old. I just move like it.
Here we are. So just sort of right in here.
You're not gonna like this part.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, and so just in the ass. Here we go. And don't even worry about it. I got it.
You don't have people to move stuff like that?
Well, I do, and sort of, they love helping me, but they, I think they're on break. So we're gonna. What is your station? What is your rank here?
I'm a captain. Due to survival, there were captains before me, but they were all destroyed.
You sort of built your way up the ranks here, and you made it to captain.
At this point, well, we got anybody to fight the wars. So it could be just little guys not doing much in the community.
That sounds like kids.
Yeah. I mean, where do you get your shoes from?
It's a good point. These ones are sort of an ethical. is what I say about these.
What are those shoes made out of?
Fake leather, probably.
Ah,
I don't know.
leather.
Somebody bought them. So you're clearly very busy at home, yet you've taken the time to come here and warn us about an imminent war.
I came to warn you about the war, but more importantly, I came to warn you that I'm not going to help.
Then why did you come and warn us in the first place?
Being at home sucks. I had to get out the house. My children, they're humongous now.
You have children, and it sounds like they just grew up.
Oh, done. Whew.
Okay, you were being so fast now.
Oh, jukebox.
I'll have deep shadow.
Okay, whoa, hey. I didn't realize we dance on a full charge. Me too. I get a coffee and I just start doing this.
Oh, I like that dance. What is that?
That one?
What is that?
Well, you're doing it kind of in a weird way. I do it, it's more like, you know.
Oh, that's nice. This is how I punch two little guys who won't pick my guns up.
Oh, well, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I would never punch anybody.
Well, I don't know how you win hand-to-hand combat.
You've come to warn us of a war, but you will not be helping because you're tired?
I'm exhausted. I honestly don't win enough to keep this going. Bones are getting tired. Every time I move, my suit farts. There's just a lot of old things happening to me, and I'm just tired.
You're ready to retire.
I am ready to hang up the jersey.
How far from retirement are you?
It really depends on if I'll get this job at Tesla.
You're applying for a job at Tesla as a
Yes.
robot? The only robots that I can think of that they have at Tesla that sort of look like you look are crash test dummies.
That is so sad what you just said. I really need to update my emotions.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
Oh, hey, you know what? I think I got a good idea. I got a good idea and something that I think is gonna maybe, calm down the situation here. And that is a gift. I got a gift for you. So if we can go ahead and get a PA to bring that in.
Am I dying today? On my planet, we only give gifts when one dies.
On our planet, we give gifts for lots of different occasions, like for being a guest on our show.
Oh, that's very kind.
So think of this as a pre-dying gift. So this is your first gift.
Oh, thank you
Go ahead
so
and
much.
open it up. Chomsky's potato chip, America's crispiest, heartiest, tastiest chip.
Oh, wow. It has no flavor, you can tell.
No, it does have flavor. It's salt. I can't get enough of Chomsky's potato chips. Oh, are you getting any in there? Can I? Do you want some? Okay, so we're sort of missing the. Okay, so. Yum, yum, yum. I love those too. And then you can go ahead and open your second gift. So. Now in barbecue.
Now in barbecue? Oh, my God, so many. Hey, you're invited to the barbecue.
Okay. I've never been invited anywhere, so that's kind of fun.
Well, that's insane. You're a fine, fine person.
Do you think so? Can you taste anything?
Huh?
Hey, well, you're just sort of pouring the bag up, but you're not getting any chips. I was just wondering,
I'm eating.
Well, because you just charged back there, so I was wondering if you eat.
I love sun.
Little lie. I love a little lie. That's pretty fun. I was just really, really hoping you could give me a little bit more information on this war happening here. I feel like we're a little bit better friends now. We got chips. We had that nice moment. So I was hoping maybe you could tell me a little bit more about the war that's happening.
People always think aliens come from the sky. No. They come from the ground.
Can you give me like some specific details about like what we can do to prepare for this?
Well, lock your doors.
Okay.
You're not good at hand-to-hand combat.
Well, I did martial arts for a little bit.
The thing about these things is they don't have hands.
Maybe can you do like a little demonstration to sort of show people how to prepare?
Oh, sure, yes.
Maybe if we do a little, sorry, I know it takes you a while to stand up. We can get a PA to move the furniture, please. Thank you so much.
Assistance? He would have been killed in battle.
My assistants would have been killed in battle.
Absolutely. They moved too slow.
Okay, so here we go.
You see how quick I was? You barely saw me move.
It's actually a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. It seems like your gear is sort of cumbersome.
Oh, no. That's because we're not in the heat of the battle.
Okay.
When the emotions are going.
Right.
That's how you kill one of them. Oh, yes. Because they don't look down. They just look around.
So I'm not gonna lie, basically everything you're doing seems pretty accessible to me.
Oh, really? You think you could do what I can do? Is that what you're saying to me?
Well, I think it seems
You think you could be jukebox? That's what you're saying to me? Oh, you think you can do that? Oh, shit. The pleather warrior, huh?
So a bug comes crawling up.
All right, don't look at it. That's the main thing. You can't look at it.
Okay, so the bug is here.
You have to, I don't even see a... You see that?
The trip?
It wasn't the trip.
Or you looked like you tripped.
It wasn't the trip.
You said ow.
No, that was how I attacked. Hi-ya! You see
That
how I
looks
did it?
so painful. You're falling apart.
That's why all my friends are dead.
Hey, I get it. When you're working, it's hard to meet people.
Yeah, I mean, you get to meet people all the time.
Oh, you would think. No, they sort of come in and then they go back to their trailer and I knock, knock, knock. And then I sort of say, hey, I was wondering if you wanted to hang for a little bit. And usually they say, oh, like, you know, I'm busy or whatever, I'm on the phone. And then they hang up, I sort of peek in their window and they're not on the phone.
That's bullshit.
Thank you.
I would never do you like that. Mostly because I don't have a phone.
Okay.
What's so interesting to me is that you have trailers too. We also have trailers.
Do you?
Yes, very violent bugs that beat you to a pulp and drag you around the forest and leave trails all over the place.
Do you have like insect repellent on your planet?
Oh, do we? Yes, it's alcohol.
It's alcohol?
Yes, it kills them all immediately.
Okay, so it's sounding like maybe we can deal with this immediately by spraying some insect repellent or spraying alcohol on them.
A liquor.
We got that here.
Oh, well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I should have said that from the beginning. This almost seems like a waste of time, but I made a friend.
I made a friend. Yeah. Why don't we sit down? How about that? I got some rapid fire questions for you. Okay.
All right.
Is that going to be okay?
Fire. Oh.
Okay.
I'm a break dancer.
This is kind of fun. Okay.
I'm a break dancer.
Okay. Me too. Me too. Woo! Do you have sleepovers on your planet?
Explain.
Well, it's where people just like kind of hang out and sometimes, okay. Sometimes they'll get pillows.
Oh.
Tag.
You're it.
Tag, you're it. And they'll sort of go like that. And they'll sort of just like hang out and have fun with each other, sort of like friends.
Oh. No.
Well, that's something that we have on this planet, and I was wondering if maybe you, we sort of like, you know, have a little fun.
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay.
Chips.
Chips. Yeah. Okay, question. What is the most unusual thing you've eaten?
A bird.
What kind of bird?
It was the war of 1919. It was in another galaxy.
Sure.
And it was an ostrich. We became friends. He could talk, and he was always complaining about being ostracized.
Okay.
I ate him. It was not nice of me, but it was in mid-conversation. I was hungry.
Well, after you ate him, I bet he was light as a feather.
I don't know what he tastes like.
And yeah, I guess you charge to eat, so you don't really need to eat.
No, that's what makes the story sad.
Well, hey, we all do crazy things.
Yeah.
Have you ever slid into someone's DMs? Ooh.
No, but I have taken over as someone's DMs, become that person to use to infiltrate a government system, shut it down from the inside, and shut down an entire nation's financial systems.
So no.
No,
Okay.
I've never slid in a DM.
Good, that was an easy one.
I
Okay.
just wore.
You just wore?
I just wore.
Happens to the best of us, right? Sometimes, and I sort of get what war is like for the most part. I mean, like, have I been in a physical war? No. Did I sort of have like a contract negotiation where they said, you can come back if you pay us $1,000 an episode? And I said, okay. It's what you do sometimes. It's sort of showbiz. The showbiz is kind of complicated like that.
Yes, the exact same.
Best advice you've ever been given?
Don't die.
Who gave you that advice?
Every general that died. I'm the only one following the rules.
You're the only one that survived, and now you're here. Look at that. Jukebox, this is a question that I ask every single one of my guests.
Oh.
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to live like you'll never live again. And then if you wake up and you're living again, and you're like, oh, shit, I got more time. That's amazing. Maybe today I'll get out of the suit. Maybe today.
Do you have an option to get out of the suit?
Oh, yes. Half of me is human, so it's just trapped in the suit.
Well, should we try it?
Oh, I have to leave. I can't stay on Earth.
Why?
Because, like I said, you're gonna get invaded. I don't want to be here when that happens.
Right, but I mean, it sounds like we can solve that with a little bit of alcohol. So, I mean, just stay.
Yeah, but then I have to deal with the rest of you. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You guys are in turmoil. You don't need anyone else from outside. I mean, look how they treat aliens already.
What aliens?
Any alien. You guys don't like difference.
Okay, well, I guess that's true. So you're leaving?
Yes.
I just kind of felt like we really connected, and my birthday is coming up soon.
Your birth year's coming up?
It's a birthday. We have a birthday every year.
Why do you guys short yourself? Celebrate every year.
Well, we do celebrate it every year. It's just one day every year.
Oh, the whole year.
You celebrate
every year.
Every year.
The whole year.
But then everybody would be celebrating their birthday all the time.
Exactly.
Right.
Think how happy you would be.
I understand.
We were drunk for a long time on my planet. How do you think a duck became president?
It's just, well, because I was thinking about invitations, and I was like, who am I going to invite to my birthday this year? Jukebox, obviously.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this, and then we talked about
You said you were my friend, and I was like, thank you. You as well.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I would go to your trailer and we'd hang out and then turn on a movie and you'd be like, not that movie. And I'd be like, okay, let's just sit and talk. And we talk for hours. And I'm like, who else would I do that with? And there's people, right? And I'm thinking, and I was like, my mom said no. And then I was thinking, I was looking at my stepdaughter, Bianca, and probably not her. And I was thinking, who else would I invite? And so your friends are dead, and mine didn't exist. And so it's like, which one is worse?
Oh, well, I would say them not existing. But I would love to have a friend that doesn't die.
I would love that too, but you said you have to leave.
Oh, I could stay a couple of days.
Really?
Yes.
I have an idea. Can we go to the Great Wolf Lodge?
Where?
It's an indoor water park.
Okay.
So when I was 12, we were going to go to the Great Wolf Lodge for my birthday one year. And there was this whole thing where some of the girls in class were like, oh, well, I'll come. And then my twin sister, she was very popular at the time. And so she was like, oh, well, yeah, I'll get all my friends to come. And then I showed up, and it was just me and my mom. And so we ended up having to leave because if you don't have the 12 people that you did in the reservation, then they don't let you stay.
Well, we should go there.
We should.
I will say